So, as of late, I have been playing Call of Duty Black Ops, obviously for the Xbox 360, and I love it. I think it's a great game. But yeah, just to kind of break it down, these are like my first impressions. This isn't like some kind of review or anything. Um, but yeah, first off, I guess I'll get to what's arguably most important about it is, and I'm just talking about multiplayer right now. I haven't played the single player, if you exclude zombies. Um, but yeah, first off, let's just start with how the weapons work. Like in Modern Warfare 2, in fact, all of Infinity Ward's Call of Duty games have had um, really good weapon physics. Like it feels like real physics, and you can argue how accurate they are to the real weapon. But I'm talking about when you're shooting the gun, it feels real. Um, this game, uh, I kind of had the same problem with World at War. It almost feels like the weapons are the physics are kind of faked. Uh, and on one hand, I could kind of pick that apart and complain about it, and be a big realism whore and everything. But on the other hand, because the recoil is not so, there's not a huge emphasis on recoil and weapon realism. It makes it easier to play with a controller. This game feels like it was made to play on a console. I'm not saying that means it's bad on PC, but now that I played this and I'm comparing it to Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 2 feels like a game to play with a mouse. And I know there's tons of console gamers out there that are, controller, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't care. Mouse is more accurate than a controller. It's duh. It's a fact. Okay, don't try to argue with me about it. You're wrong. Okay. Now I get that a controller is more comfortable and it's nice to lounge out on your couch. I get that. That's part of the reason why I got it for Xbox and not PC. That in my community on Xbox is bigger. Anyway, point is, man, I don't even remember where I started with that. Oh yeah, um, this game just feels better with a controller. When I was playing Modern Warfare 2, um, it just felt like I was fighting recoil all the time, and it just wasn't as easy to aim. This game is way easier to aim. It's just more comfortable. Period. Uh, so yeah, if you're a realism whore, that might kind of bother you a little bit, but all these little complaints I have pale in comparison to how good the game is. Um, and the level design it seems to have a bit more variety. I felt like in Modern Warfare 2 you were always exposed. Like there was always a good chance you could get shot in the back or from the side or whatever. So you're always like trying to watch your back as best you can. Um, this game it feels like there's more face-to-face confrontations. It feels like um, you can have a shotgun or a submachine gun and do better with it, or you could just avoid those wide open areas altogether if you don't want. And the opposite of true is true. If you're using a longer range weapon like an M14, you can avoid those indoor areas, go around and everything. So it feels like there's a bit more variety to be had. A bit more flexibility to the combat. Um, and yeah, it's just, and I was using a shotgun, and I don't get crap with shotguns on Modern Warfare 2, but I was getting kills. And I mean, don't get me wrong, a shotgun's not a super weapon in this game. This isn't like, freaking Halo with the sword. I mean, if you pick up a shotgun and someone's, out of your range, outside of 15 feet, you're probably gonna die. That's bottom line. But yeah, anyway, then we're gonna move on to graphics. I'm just gonna say right away, Modern Warfare 2 just looks way better. Period. And I don't know, people are gonna be like, oh, it's an improved version of the engine in Modern Warfare 2, blah blah blah, whatever. If that's true, fine. But I feel the same way about this game that I do about World at War. I think World at War maybe even looked better, but it could be because this is a new game. But I was looking around, and on certain objects like cars and buildings, I didn't see texture. Now, it could be they need to patch it or whatever, but I looked at it and I was waiting for texture to pop up and they never showed up. So, it doesn't look terrible, but it really is a noticeable difference in contrast to Modern Warfare 2. Uh, But yeah, I mean, it's not a huge deal. And I think one of the biggest changes to this game is there's less emphasis on working to unlock new items. Like in Modern Warfare 2, it was you would get like so many kills while looking down a dot sight, and then you would unlock like an ACOG sight or a shotgun attachment for your weapon or whatever, and then you had to get like 20 kills with the noob tube to get some other attachment, and you were really working towards, and like the last thing you could get was your extended magazines. So in this game, you can just buy what you want with the money that it gives you in the game when you get kills and when whatever, and you can buy contracts to like contracts are like a challenge they give you, like get 2 kills with a 1911 a pistol without dying. Okay, so and then you get some XP or some cash, I think, and it's cool, and there's an expiration to those, so if you don't get it within like an hour of game time, of play time, then it expires, and those points that you spent on buying that contract are wasted. So you gotta think about what you buy. Think, can I do this? Is this out of my skill range? I just think it's really cool you can buy your attachments. Like before, it was like, man, I really want an extended magazine, but I don't have the time to grind away waiting for someone to be behind the wall so I can shoot them through that wall with FMJ. It's a waste of my time, and I like parts of games that kind of extend it, make me play it for a longer time so I don't just get bored in a week and sell it or whatever. But there's leeway to that. I don't have 500 hours a month, or like whatever of play time to sink into one game, This game feels like it moves much faster, which is good for me because there's still a lot of stuff to buy in this game. So it's not like you're gonna be done with it in a week and forget about it. The one thing that's kind of weird, I don't know if people will be bothered by this or not, but I thought there was that you could gain cash and buy weapons whenever you wanted, but you still have to unlock the weapon and then buy it. I almost think it'd be better just to say, if you unlocked it, you have it. It's not you unlock it, now you buy it. You know what I mean? It kind of kills the point of having you unlock a weapon. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know, but and I played Zombies just for like one game, and it was really fun. I think it's actually more fun than Zombies and World at War. I cannot tell you if it's World War II still. It looked like a World War II setting in the level, but there was an M14, and I'm not too familiar with World War II weaponry, but I don't think there was an M14 in World War II. But anyway, the game is really good. Like, I know I just picked on it a lot, but I think it's less of a learning curve. I think it's better for people that don't like getting their ass kicked online like I did in Modern Warfare 2 when I was playing bare bones with all the people no scoping me and doing 360 sniper shots from like a mile away on me. That was insane. So I love it. I mean, I can't say much more about it. So yeah, maybe I'll put a review up when I finish the game. But I'm not going to make any promises, just whatever I have time to do, so. Anyway, that's all for me for now.